Poland is to receive a €44 billion loan as part of the SAFE programme. This loan will have to be repaid over 45 years by Polish taxpayers. Not all of the money will go to Poland, because part of it will simply be given to Ukraine. What's more, the government has not disclosed what the funds will be used for, which has raised many questions and controversies. An opposition MP went to the Ministry of National Defence for a parliamentary inspection. In response to a question about the application that Poland submitted to Brussels, he was told that no one knows where it is. €44 billion. That is how much money is to go to Poland from the EU's SAFE programme. The programme is intended to strengthen the defence capabilities of member states. What will Poland spend the funds on? Unfortunately, this is not known, because the documents have been classified. This breaches the standards that should apply in a democratic country, because it is the Polish taxpayer who will repay the loan. It is not known what contracts it will be funding. We have decided to classify this document because we believe that publishing it with specific equipment configurations and dates when it will arrive in Poland is really like sending a gift to Moscow. But it will be made public soon anyway. Yes, but it will be done gradually, when the contracts are signed. Although the information about the request will have to be disclosed, it is being kept secret not only from the public. Opposition MPs who appeared at the Ministry of National Defence for a parliamentary inspection were also denied access to it. It turned out that it was not possible to make this application available to me because no one knows where it is. All that's known is that it's EU money that will have to be repaid over 45 years. What are the terms of this loan? Is it a take-it-or-leave-it contract? What is the repayment period? What is the maturity date? These simple questions have no answers. Some of the funds will not go to Poland at all. Around 2 billion of those euros will be allocated to Ukraine, so Polish taxpayers will repay a loan taken out by the Polish government, and this money will go to Ukraine. I want to make it clear that the time for subsidies to Ukraine has long passed. The European Union will once again be able to block the disbursement of funds if countries do not meet EU requirements, including the so-called rule of law. If the government in Poland changes, the money may be blocked in the same way as funds from the National Reconstruction Plan were. In the case of the Recovery Fund, it was necessary to demonstrate the implementation of reforms in order to obtain financing. It will be the same with the review of the SAFE plans. What is more, the money may only be spent in European Union countries. The product must be manufactured within the EU. The company that manufactures it must be located within the EU. The company that designed it must also be located within the EU. So we won't be able to spend this money in America and Korea? Absolutely not at this point. This may be a prelude to the restrictions on purchasing military equipment from the United States and the creation of a European Defence Union, that is, a European alternative to NATO, which was announced at the beginning of the year by, among others, German diplomat Wolfgang Ischinger. The danger is that the EU may give us this loan so that we have to buy from German industry. Something is wrong here, because if everything were clear and if these were solutions beneficial to the Polish arms market, the government would not just classify the information, they'd boast about it loudly. But there is no information as to where Poland will allocate the money. We have no information about what these projects are or how many there are. Ms. Sobkowiak says it'll be 140 projects. We want to verify this. We want to find out what Polish programs these funds will be allocated to. How much of this 180 billion zloty will be transferred to the Polish arms industry? If you listen carefully to the statements made by Prime Minister Donald Tusk and German Chancellor Friedrich Merz at yesterday's press conference, you can guess where the money might go. We have instructed our ministers to work out an agreement on defence policy. The cooperation and Polish-German ties are one of the best guarantees that Poles and Germans will feel safe in Europe. I'm hoping for more. I won't hide it, but it's okay. Things would be okay if it weren't for the fact that defence spending is being cut in next year's budget. Next year's budget will see 300 million zloty less spent on research and development in the military, at a time when we should be focusing these funds on new technologies, drones and anti-drone systems. 300 million zloty less is to be spent on research and development, and 400 million less is to be spent on equipment and uniforms.